Hello everyone, Jeffrey Shapiro from PRP Wine here with Shannon Bodie.
Hi everyone.
We are in my backyard in the Santa Clarita Valley of Southern California. We're about 30 miles north of Los Angeles, and we are here to talk about the final wine on this tasting journey. It is Kangaroo Point from Golden Grape Estate. Now Shannon, so far on this journey, we have gone to France, Germany, Italy, and Argentina. And now, as you might expect, with a wine called Kangaroo Point, we are going down under.
Jeffrey, I'm so excited to be tasting a wine from Australia. You know, Australia's been putting out some fantastic wines lately, and it just seems to me like they get better and better.
I agree, there are some fabulous wines coming out of Australia. This particular wine, the Kangaroo Point, is from the Hunter Valley, which is in southeastern Australia, roughly 2 hours outside of Sydney. Beautiful, beautiful country. It's one of the oldest wine regions of Australia. They have vineyards dating back to the 19th century.
Wow.
The climate is considered Mediterranean, but it has some similarities to the Napa Valley in that the evenings get really cool because of the effect from ocean breezes. This wine is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. 90% of it is that Cabernet, 10% is Merlot. Now that Cabernet, if it's doing its job, should add some opulence and structure to the wine. And the Merlot should add some weight as well as some softness. Now when we taste it, we'll see how accurate that is. But before we do, let me tell you that this wine is 13.5% alcohol. It was aged primarily in stainless steel, and it is designed to be drunk now. If you want, you can cellar it for up to 2 years, but this is a wine that's ready to drink now, so I think we should try some now. All right, here we go. So Shannon, what are your first impressions looking at the wine?
Well, Jeffrey, I just love the color. It's just gorgeous in the glass.
I agree, that crimson and the sort of hints of mauve really make it very inviting. I think those aromas of rich dark fruit and plum really are nice. Let's see what it tastes like. Ooh, you know, that dark fruit definitely hits you on the palate. I'm also getting some hints of mocha, little bit of vanilla spice. I think it's really, really nice. I think it's really well balanced. It's rich, but it finishes softly. The tannins aren't too heavy, giving it a really nice medium body that I think makes this wine really, really flexible. I think it will go with a wide range of foods. What do you think? What would you pair it with in terms of food?
Well, Jeffrey, I think this wine is absolutely fantastic just on its own. But boy, would it make a great complement to poultry, pork, or pasta.
You know, I think those work. I think lamb would also work. Barbecue, a cheeseburger, and nowadays a Beyond Burger. I also think this would be a huge hit with chili. I think this would go really well with chili. And as I really think about it, you know, I think this wine would also go really well with chocolate.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Well, I just so happens that I have some chocolate here for us to try and see if that theory holds true. So we have some straight dark chocolate, we have some truffles, we have a strawberry rhubarb truffle, we have salted caramel, we have chocolate mousse, and we have hazelnut, and then we have Dominoes, which are dark chocolate covered gingerbread marzipan and apple. So pick your chocolate and see what you think.
All right, well, I'm going to start with just a standard dark chocolate.
All right.
I love the way dark chocolate pairs with red wines, so let's see what it does with this one.
All right.
All right, well, I'm going to start with a just a standard dark chocolate. I love the way dark chocolate pairs with red wines, so let's see what it does with this one. All right, well, I'm going to start with a just a standard dark chocolate. I love the way dark chocolate pairs with red wines, so let's see what it does with this one.
All right.
Chocolate's quite good.
All right, now let's see how it is with the wine.
Oh, wow.
Good?
That is fantastic.
You're at a loss for words.
I know. I'm just so enjoying this.
Well, I'm gonna try it with this Domino and see how it goes with the chocolate and the gingerbread marzipan and apple. And once again, I have chocolate on my fingers. It happens every time I have chocolate. All right, now let's try it with some wine. That's really good. You know, the gingerbread brings out sort of a spicy character to the wine that wasn't there before. But I think that definitely it's a hit. Chocolate and this wine, I think it absolutely works. I think it works really well. I have to be honest, I really like this wine. I think the flavor profile of the Cabernet and the Merlot are definitely on point. And I just, you know, I have to say, this wine really transports me back to tasting in Australia. I've tasted all over the world, but definitely Australia was one of my favorite stops. This wine really reminds me of how friendly the Aussies are, how down to earth and laid back. This wine really evokes that for me. And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure the winemaker said the wine is called Kangaroo Point because it represents Australia and is quintessential Australian in how clear and unpretentious the wine is. And I guess I really would have to agree with that. You know, Australia is really known for Shiraz, but I think that Golden Grape Estate did a fantastic job with this Cabernet and Merlot blend. So much so that I think we should thank our friends for joining us on this wine fest and their introduction to PRP wine. We should remind them that these wines are only available in limited quantities. There are some really great specials available for participating tonight. So you guys should go and look at your order forms and decide which wines you want to add to your collection. And we are going to say goodbye and have some more wine and chocolate.
Goodbye, everyone. Cheers.